Eighth Grade is a 2018 American comedy drama film written and directed by Bo Burnham, and he's a very successful comedian. This is his feature film directorial debut. The plot follows the life and struggles of an 8th grader played by Elsie Fisher during her last week of class before graduating to high school. She struggles with social anxiety but produces vlogs giving life advice. Premiered at Sundance, and I picked this scene because I want to show how a filmmaker demonstrates authority and authenticity with very few shots.
Let's check it out.
This is sort of how every second student film starts off. Somebody wakes up, there's an alarm. We don't see the alarm, which I appreciate.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a tutorial on my going out look. So
I want to point out at 23 seconds when we pan up to all these post-it notes that have lots of affirmations on there. That felt very real to me as well. This is something that one of my daughters does. There was a nice detail that immediately connected.
And of course in big letters, making it clear it's his story, is learn a new joke every day.
it's kind of my standard look that I always do. So if you want to see what
They definitely show her pimples and they're not trying to stay away from that. Again, my daughters pointed out that they really love that about the film. Because for them, they're obsessing about trying to get rid of them. They're trying all kinds of makeup, and filters is obviously huge on the phones to get rid of it. So that it immediately connects with them.
interchange them. This is my max stroke cream.
Then we're cutting to a YouTube video. My kids, they don't watch TV.
Yeah.
They barely watch Netflix. It's all about YouTube. I just like that they're also intercutting between the video and what she's doing in the video in terms of her applying her makeup, and then to her basically doing the exact same thing. To me, that also reads that she has this intimate relationship with these YouTube characters. They almost feel like they're their friends in life, and she's basically mirroring that.
Walking into her room, and I didn't realize this before, but I mean, I noticed she's trying not to mess up her makeup laying down, but what she's really doing is she's taking pictures on Instagram, so it looks like she woke up
Snapchat.
that way, which I never, or whatever it is.
Very
Snapchat,
important.
So it doesn't.
Very important. There are a couple of things I want to point out about this. It's obviously a montage to give us sort of set up her home, her work, which is school in this case, and then her play. I remember vaguely when Bo Burnham talked to Mark Maron in the podcast that he initially in the script set this all up through Facebook, that she had a Facebook page. And then all the actors basically told him this would never happen. And then he let them decide which is the medium, and they picked Snapchat at the time.
She's a different generation than us.
She's
right
not
to
a
be
different
born.
generation.
When did you get Snapchat? What grade?
5th grade.
Fifth grade? What? Yo, see?
It is one little detail that is crucial for this filmmaker to get right to be able to connect to this audience. If he would have stuck with Facebook, he would have lost them right there. Because for that generation, Facebook is awful. It's dead. It's what the parents look at. At 121, we kind of have behind shot that turns into profile shot. I keep noticing that profile shots really isolate the character. The from behind shot, I think, also helps to see how she's like lost in a sea of other students.
Yeah, and one of the more composed shots in this whole movie, I mean, it's all composed in a way that just seems very natural and like we were where we had to be, whereas that's one that seems very stylistically, you know, composed like a Kubrick shot or something, making a statement.
Nice little detail at 146. There's a welcome sign above her head as she goes through the corridor and she's looking down. And it's a nice contrast of how she feels in that sign. I also, at this point, it really feels like she, even though she's in school, it feels like she's always alone. Like, it doesn't even matter whether she's there or not. Nobody really notices her. Other people are like having fun and they're working together on stuff, talking, and she's always just by herself.
Over the course of these
I
next...
love this educational video. I guess this is sex education, and the way she ends her introduction.
These changing bodies of yours. It's gonna be lit.
To be really connecting with the target audience, and nobody pays attention. Nobody's watching it. They're all drawing stuff or doodling.
Yeah.
And this one guy is jerking off. What's interesting about it is, as all the other kids discover that that other kid is potentially masturbating, we're ending on a shot on her. It's slowly dulling in as she's not even paying attention. Like, this is too much to handle for her to get involved. So she's not partaking in the outrage. She just basically is done. So I think these are 3 minutes, very well timed, very well thought out, and very effective in grabbing an audience that now you're inviting to take time, to spend time with these characters, and to face potentially some really painful themes that cut very close to the bone.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing. And the other thing that's worth noting is so much happens in these 3 minutes. We're there. We're in 8th grade with her by the time it ends. Yet it doesn't feel fast. You know what I mean? It feels what you want it to feel like, which is kind of like, not in a way that takes you out of the movie, but like monotonous and draining, just to have to go through her day.
It's not just a montage. It has a through line. It's like we're staying within certain mini scenes. Certain thing is not just giving you, okay, she's waking up, she's in the shower, she's walking to the bus, now she's in class. There's stuff happening that informs character. This was just a short scene analysis. If you like this, you should really dig into the podcast. There's a link that you can check out, which is thisguyedits.com/podcast, and it'll take you to all the different ways how you can subscribe to this podcast, including Apple Podcast, Stitcher, and Spotify. Go on a run, use it in your commute in the morning, and listen to us really nerd out on a scene.
And as Sven always says,
happy editing.
Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope some of you guys found it helpful. And make sure to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you for watching. Gucci!